Destiny Generation.
You gotta go out.
Know your faith.
You gotta know it to share
We
it.
have to let everyone know.
Let me tell you about it.
Share the faith.
Don't you know that my faith is important to me? It's already tested.
We are the Destiny Generation.
Welcome, Destiny Generation, to another episode of Marie Ellen Dom's In. We have a very strange show.
It's because of
You hear the laughing, and you know
What's so strange?
it's going to be true. I'd like to ask you to welcome with me to Marie Ellen Dom's In two very special guests. First, Justin Fatica from Hard as Nails Ministries.
How you doing? How you doing? All right.
How you doing? And to his left, Father Larry Richards. Father Larry, welcome.
Oh, thanks. Good to be here.
Now, Father, I asked you before the show the name of your foundation, and I immediately forgot.
Gosh, the Reason for Our Hope Foundation.
The Reason for Our Hope
The
Foundation.
Reason for Our Hope, which St. Peter says, always be ready to give the reason for the hope that is within you.
Very good. When you first met Justin, was there any hope?
None. I taught Justin when he was a junior in high school. He was a brand new teacher, and he was already the mayor at prep, and where we were in all-boy high school, and Justin was a pain in my back pew. That's exactly what it was.
And I couldn't stand the guy either, so let's be real here.
He called me fat, meatball, a priest of Jesus Christ. That's what he's doing. Can you imagine?
Unibrow. That's the guy used to call him.
It isn't
Unibrow.
there anymore. It
Yeah,
miraculously disappeared.
How would you describe Justin back then to someone who asked?
The same as he is now, except for now he knows Jesus, then he didn't. A jerk is a jerk is a jerk. No, he was just lying.
Everyone out there has hope. That's all I know, right? Everybody.
You can sit there
Everybody
and you can deal with Fatica. I always say the only thing that, I'll never forget, I was sitting at teaching class, and I'm writing on the blackboard. As I'm writing on the blackboard, brand new teacher in an all-boys school, and I turn around, there's Fatica. Looked just the same as he does now. His hands are back like this, his shoes are off, and his stocking feet are on top of the desk in front of him. That's exactly what he's doing. I go over there and I says, "Get your feet off that desk now!" And he looked at me and he said, "You say please." Jerk is a jerk is a jerk. And so I took him and I threw him out of there and I said, "Get out of here." And he says, "You're a jerk." Exactly what he said. "It's because of people like you that no one wants to go to prep." I said, "Get out of here." He said, "I'm going to tell my dad." Because his dad, he's going to tell his dad. So I go, and as soon as I throw him out of the room, I call his dad. I said, "Mr. Fatica." "Yes, Father." I said, "I had to throw your son out of the room today." And he said, he's going to tell you, he says, "This is about the type of dads I love. Wait till he gets home, Father." And then we went, and I was at a football game that night, and I'm sitting there talking to another good priest friend of mine, and as we're sitting there talking, Fatica comes up and he says to Father Dedish, "Father Larry's a jerk." And I go, "You just got another 2 hours detention." "I don't care, that's the way it is. I just tell it like the way it is. And the way it is that he's a jerk. He's a jerk. You understand? That's the way it is." And I go, "You're going to hell." But anyway, is that a true statement?
Those are all true statements. I can't lie. Not exact. I mean, of course, he's got to juice it up a little bit, but it was pretty, no, those are pretty true. No, it's pretty accurate.
What it sounded like then, does it sound like him today? Sounds pretty much the same, doesn't it? Not much has changed.
Is that the same if I changed? Don't you think? Oh. Clap your hands if you think I changed.
No. You lie in front of a priest, you all go to hell. I'm telling you. You know.
Except for maybe on the basketball court.
He's still loud. He's still, come on.
Yeah, no, I'm still, all those things.
Yeah. He's not a jerk, ever.
Yeah, right. I'm still a jerk. I'm working
anyway,
on it.
good. Sorry.
Now his point of view.
Yeah. Okay. Your point of view.
Why did you call Father Larry the J word?
Well, there's two reasons. One, because sometimes he can be a jerk, but honestly, the other 75% of the time, he was telling me stuff I didn't want to hear. Because I was out doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. I was out hurting people. I was out disrespecting teachers, priests, yeah. And if I disrespect him, just think what I did to other people, you know, like, and how I lived my life was really, I wasn't on the right track. I just really didn't have a heart for anyone. I was, you know, pretty selfish. It was all about me, and really what happened is, you know, it just, you know, that's what drove me nuts, that he told me he wasn't afraid to get in my, everybody else, oh, that's Fatica, he'll go wild, but he'd get right in my face and tell me the truth. That's what drove me nuts about him. And that's why I thought he was a jerk. Now that I look back on it.
He was.
Yeah, I was.
So was I.
He loved me the same as the person who was, you know, the kid that sat there and was like, yes, Father.